Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your Travel God of Extreme, Peter Joseph here, for a late Thursday night video. Right here, on the very home of all things ranting, the very evil, dark, sometimes scary, but it is the home of all things ranting, the very motherfucking legend, Gary, very legendary, home of all things rating, PG Rants. Alright, thank you for watching, make sure you like the video, and subscribe right now to this channel and my other channels down there. You know where it is by now. If you don't know, it's down there in my pants, otherwise known as the description box below. So, do it now. Smash that like button as well, stick that thumb right up the woo-ha. That's where it belongs. And share the video all over the internet. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next one. Because you miss anything, you're pretty much a dumb fuck. And you're SOL. And you better know what that means. And if you don't know what it means, but for the love of God, look it up. That's why we have Google. We have the internet. Why we have the internet. To look things up. So if you don't know what SOL means, you need to get hit with a barbed wire bat. Pretty much. And that's that. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you wish, but don't leave stupid comments. You're going to get sent to the shadow realm where Satan will eat your soul. And you'll be blocked and never be heard from again. So don't do it. But if you're gonna be a schmuck, go to your schmucky channel and go do the shit you tried to do here on your channel. And that's all I gotta say about that. And don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget. Most importantly, subscribe and hit that bell. That's the most important part. And if you're brand new here for the very first time, well, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. Sit back, relax. You grab that cold one. I don't have one at the moment, but if I did, it'd be, you know where, in here. But sit back, relax, put your feet up, and enjoy the show. If you like it, great, you know where to go. And that's that. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, it is late Thursday night, March the 27th, 2025, or if you're watching on the replay, it is now March the 28th, 2025. We are now hit the final weekend of March. Monday will be the final day of March, and then we begin that great month of April with those April showers, which hopefully by the end of April will bring May flowers. But we got that. So gonna be warm this weekend, except for Sunday, but 80 degrees on Saturday. Oh, it's such a great day to go out. So if you're going out, well, tomorrow's gonna be 65, so you can go out Friday and Saturday, but Sunday, you don't stay in. Stay in and watch some baseball. Well, the Mets don't play on Sunday. They played today. Had so many chances. The first inning, second and third, with basically one out and nothing. Had chances in the sixth, chances in the seventh, even chances in the eighth, and they had the bases loaded, one out. Well, basically, bases loaded with one out. Down 3-0. Frankie Lindor is up, and he could have won the game for the Mets if he had a grand salami with extra cheese. But he hits a fly ball, a sacrifice fly to get the first run in, so it's 3-1. And then Mr. 15-year contract himself, Juan Soto, comes up. He had a pretty decent day, a couple of walks and his first Met hit in the first inning. But he comes up, first and third, 2 out, and, Josh Hader, probably one of the most lethal closers in the majors over the last couple of years, he is filthy with that slider, and you know, sometimes it bit him in the ass. He pretty much could have walked like almost everybody on the Mets in, because his slider was not working, but, you know, when it counted, that's nasty fucking slider off the plate, and Soto, who probably one of the best eyes in baseball, you know, I think he didn't recognize it too late, and he swung, and, well, the umpire said, "You're out!" So Soto strikes out to end the game. Mets lose back-to-back opening days for the first time since 99-2000. The Mets lose today 3-1 to the Houston assholes. So the first game of the year, you should have won, but you know, those assholes who won the AL West last year and really didn't have anything to show for it, you know, get a big win. And their ace was just unhittable for a while. 4-hit shutout until the 9th, so. But he pitched 7 great innings. Mets couldn't even solve him. So they fall 3-1. And they'll be back at it tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on Apple TV with that horrible commentary. You know, you love it. You don't want more of it, but... So, if you want to listen to the Mets, listen to it on the radio, because that's the best commentary. And then, Saturday night at 7 on Fox, for those idiots on Fox. But we got that, then the Mets are off on Sunday. Travel to Florida to face those pesky Marlins who surprisingly won today. What? You know, but it is what it is. So, the Filthies won today. So, yeah, so everybody but the Mets and Katie's Braves lost today, too. Ha! But it is what it is. And Yankee fans, I know, yes, the Yankees won 4-2. Almost blew it in the 9th with your so-called closer from the Brewers who gave up Alonso's bomb on the wild card game, Game 3 of the wild card series. Devin Williams almost blew it. I mean, what happened to Luke Weaver? He didn't pitch? Or maybe he did. Maybe he pitched in the 8th. I didn't see the game. I didn't give 2 fucks. You know, but it is what it is. Yankees win their home opener 4-2. They play tomorrow. I mean, I think they play tomorrow. Like, tomorrow is Saturday. In that construction site in the Bronx. See what happens with that. And as always, Yankee fans, you fucking morons. Go on social media. They see the Mets lose, and what do? Mets lose! Mets lose! Fucking pieces of garbage. Fucking worst fucking franchise in the history of baseball. Their fucking fan base is garbage. It's the first fucking game. And people are going on Twitter yelling at the Mets because they lost. It never fucking ends with these fucking fake as fuck Yankee fans. I know Issa said something on her ex, posting a thing of Soto striking out. You know, I love her, but when she does that shit, pisses me off. But I still love her. Well, we're gonna go to war, as we always have. For the last few years, I actually known the Demon Diva. But she's a New York chick, so I can't complain. But she roots for the wrong team. Roots for the wrong fucking team. See, if she was a Met fan, I would love her even more, but I gotta be respectful to Issa, so, hey, you know, Yankee fans, you get a golf clap. That's all I gotta say about that. And Judgy Wudgy didn't really do much today either, so I'm like, who cares? But yeah, you know, good win for the Yankees. Good win. Good lucky you. That's that. But, you know, it's not a marathon, it's not For the marathon is a sprint. So, one game don't mean shit, okay? Talk to me in July at the All-Star break. Whether the Yankees are in contention or they're gone. Then I'll talk. Right now, shut your mouth. I'm not saying that to Issa. Issa can talk all the shit she wants. I don't give a shit, but, I gotta be respectful. I can't go to war with Issa, especially in the chat room, but, with the Yankees, so I can't do that. But yeah, Issa's happy, Yankee fans, you're all happy. But like I said, talk to me in July. It's March the 28th right now, and all these fake as fuck Yankee fans are talking already. My good buddy Big Ray, big Yankee fan, what does he do? Go on Facebook and his Twitter machine saying the same shit with the Yankees. Yankees lost! I mean, Mets lost. I mean, it's like Yankees lost, I wish. But, Mets lost! Ray, come on. I mean, the Yankees lost today, would I be saying something? I'd be like, ha, the Yankees lost. I mean, it's one game. I wouldn't really say anything bad. Unless it was the Yankees-Mets today, but then I would really give it to the Yankee fans, but golf clap to you. One game, don't mean shit. So, 161 to go. Let's see if the Mets can bounce back tomorrow. Tyler McGill on the mound. We'll see what happens with him, coming off with a really injury-filled year, and another injury-filled year like last year. Really. Hopefully he can bounce back and get to what we loved about Tyler McGill a few years ago. But we'll see what happens with that. And Griffin Canning on Saturday night on Fox, his Major League debut. That's debut for you dumb people at home don't understand that. So we'll see what happens with that. Then we got the Mets and shit. Yeah. So we move on. Alright. So, after the brief little sports little update, we move on. Alright, on this late Thursday night, hope everybody had a great Thursday. Hope you have a great weekend. Like I said, if you're in the Northeast, it's gonna be hot on Saturday. Hot. 80 degrees. Gotta love it. And then downhill on Sunday. And then back up on Monday, Tuesday, you're gonna be back up to 70 again. I'm like, oh, God. Up, down, weather like my dick in your mom's ass. But it is what it is. She loves it, too. But we move on. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, as the Tunnel Boat says, I got a big, huge rant. I haven't done a rant in a while. So bring out your popcorn. Get yourself a cold one. Hope you enjoyed this rant. Now, I have to rant, and I haven't ranted about this company in a while. But I have to rant on the stupidity of TNA Impact Wrestling and what they did to my girl, Gail Kim. These fucking idiots at TNA Wrestling have been pretty much on a firing spree. People getting released, people leaving TNA to go to NXT. You know, it's a partnership. So yeah, I'm not gonna be in TNA no more, but I'm working with the same fucking company basically. Well, I'm partners with NXT, so you'll see me on NXT, but not so much on TNA anymore. I don't work for the company, but you see me on NXT because I'm part of the partnership. Makes no fucking sense to me, but anyway. So a couple of days ago, TNA had the gall to not only fire a couple of their executives, but they fired probably one of the most famous TNA Knockouts champions in their history. No, not Mickie James. No, not Velvet Sky. Oh, Velvet Sky, oh boy. If you've seen her Instagram, I feel for the girl, man. I really do. She found out her husband cheated on her. Why would you cheat on Velvet Sky? What the fuck is wrong with you? Bruh! You get engaged, you got married, and then I think they were like like, engaged or married for, like, 18 months, something like that. I forget, but Velvet Sky and her husband got divorced because, her stupid husband got caught with another chick, like, from a mutual friend or something like that. So Velvet Sky, I feel bad for her. I actually went on her Instagram, I messaged her and said, yo, dude, I feel sorry for you, but I hope you, get back on your feet. You find a good guy that's not a dick. Hope you find more happiness. Velvet Sky used to be with Bully Ray back in the day. Yeah, that rhymes. But, and then she was linked, we all remember when Velvet Sky, when we first met her, she was going out with Chris Sabin, and how did that end up? Chris Sabin, you fucking moron. Velvet Sky, real name Jamie, by the way, that's her real name, first name is Jamie. But, Velvet Sky is probably one of the hottest TNA knockouts in history, along with Angelina Love. How can you... Why? Why would you freaking cheat on a woman who has probably one of the best entrances in TNA history? Pretty much in wrestling history. I wish I was that middle rope, if you know what I mean, if you know the beautiful people's entrance. Ho ho ho! Let the pigeons loose, my friends, as Taz would say. Back when he was with TNA. But, man, Velvet Sky, call me, okay? I might be with somebody, but man, if I was with you, I would treat you like a fucking queen. Shit. So, and to that guy who cheated on her, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, moving on. Alright, so Gail Kim got fired by TNA. Why? I have no fucking clue. But anyway, let me read the story. Per Sean Ross Sapp, the great man that he is. Sorry. On Fightful Wrestling, TNA sent out an email saying that Gail Kim, Ariel Scherner, Ariel Scherner, Rob Kligman, and Michael Shuchenko are leaving the company. That the Parkers got fired, basically. Additional details at this time are unclear at this time. And then John Alba of the Takedown on SI, that's Sports Illustrated, wrote that several talents in TNA expressed their shock over the departures of Gail Kim and Ariel Scherner. And, So you wonder why I'm pissed right now. Why would you fire Gail Kim, who was a former TNA Knockout champion, had probably one of the best let me take that back. 2 of probably the best female feuds in the Knockouts division. 1 with Awesome Kong, 2 with Taryn Terrell, if you know what I mean with that one. The first ever female Knockouts last woman standing match with freaking ODB as ref. Remember when Taryn Terrell hit that Gilmore cutter off the stage? Woo! Blah! Probably one of the best matches of TNA history. I'd probably say the best match in TNA history of the Knockouts division. There are others, but that one? That takes the cake. But Gail Kim's mega feud with Awesome Kong. And Gail Kim, a TNA Hall of Famer. Take notes, Paul Heyman. Sorry, wise man. I love you, man. Not like that, but I acknowledge you, my wise man. But anyway, I met Paul Levesque, Stephanie. Hi, Steph. Gail Kim needs to get in the Hall of Fame. ASAP. But, like I said, TNA fires the best thing that has happened to the Knockouts division when she came back to TNA to work as a producer and the co-head of talent relations? I mean, why? At least she was better than Brookie Hogan. Sorry. Oh, boy, wait, Hulk Hogan? Oh, you got a mess on your hands, dude. Oi, oi, oi. There's a video out that Linda Hogan hasn't seen Brookie Hogan in 8 years? Didn't Nick Hogan go to jail, too? I know he got married, but didn't he go to jail, too? You know, Hogan just, like, his life has just gone way downhill. Being called a racist. You know, then he had to apologize, you know, when he went back to WWE for a little bit. Seemed like everything was up, you know, fine and dandy, and he gets with Donald Trump, and everybody's like, fuck Hulk Hogan! Or as Giant Sheik would say, fuck the Hulk Hogan! Fuck him in the ass and break him humble! Okay, calm down, Cheeky baby, calm down. Anyway. But man, Hogan, I mean, Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan, I mean, what the fuck is wrong with you these days, man? Comes back to Raw on Netflix, he gets booed out the building because he's affiliated with our President of the United States, the greatest man ever. That's Donald Trump, gonna be huge, huge! He's so huge, he got rid of probably one of the most evil men right now. The leader of the MS-13 gang. He gone. You think Biden or that bitch Kamala Harris would have got that guy? Nope. Because we got a great FBI leader, that's why. Get rid of these goddamn immigrants, send them back to Mexico. Get them out! Go back to your goddamn country. Get out of mine. And if you don't like Donald Trump, Rosie O'Donnell, you can stay in Ireland too, you dumb bitch. And anybody else who doesn't like Trump, get the fuck out of here. All you bitches on The View can go fuck yourselves too. Joy Behart and company, all those bitches on The fucking View. It is what it is. I mean, you don't like it? Get out of here. Go to Canada. Go to Ireland. Go somewhere. Man, but you pretty much can go to hell and burn. You know, like the great man that he is. Mr. Tim Ripper Owens once said, "Burn in hell." Okay, sorry. I'm sorry I blew out your eardrums at 1:40 in the morning. Well, I don't give a shit. But yeah, let's get back to TNA. So yeah, Gail was been working as a producer and the co-head of talent relations. She had a lengthy run as a talent with the company as well. Seven-time TNA Knockouts champion. Former TNA Knockouts World Champion. I just said that. It's the same fucking thing. I don't know. I'm reading it off WrestleZone, not Fightful. Even though Fightful put that up there. But anyway, she was inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame in 2016. She's married to the great chef that he is. That's Robert Irvin. Let's get to work. That guy. She has been a key part of the company in recent years. And then they fucking fire her. And every talent that was in the back loved to be around Gail Kim. She was a breath of fresh air. The Knockouts division was starting to get better. Not that they still are better, you know, with people like Marsha Slamovich. Even though Tessa Blanchard, yeah, she came back. They just signed, a new chick, I forgot her name. Not Molly, I forgot her name, they just signed her. So she's gonna be in the Knockouts division. You got Zaya Brookside from NXT UK, even though she wasn't NXT. You know, and the NXT ladies are coming over to TNA. We just saw Corey Jade, JC Jane. We saw tonight on Impact. Got her ass kicked by Masha. Pretty much. We saw Legend. Stunt and Miss Jakari Jackson if you're nasty. Maybe getting a TNA Knockouts title shot against Ash and Heather by Elegance. As they took on Gigi and Tatum. Obviously retained. Obviously. So, so the Knockouts division now, I think is pretty good. They're not better than people that are in NXT right now, like the Demon Princess herself, Stephanie Vacour, Julia, Delta, not even Roxy, and Jordan Grace and people like that. I mean, I don't even think anybody besides Masha and Tessa Blanchard, I don't think anybody else on the TNA roster next to Rosemary can, hold a candle to those people. By the way, Rosemary, oh, my demon assassin, my demon bride, mwah. What a promo tonight on TNA. Loved it. It's on my Twitter page if you want to look at it. I tell you, the Prophecy makes great promos. You love it. You love it. You want more of it. And it is what it is. And yes, I did retweet Rosemary with that with her promo. So it is what it is. All right. So we got that. But yeah, firing fucking Gail Kim. Anthem Sports, you got some explaining to do. I mean, TNA was getting so good. They fired Scott D'Amore. Why? They fired Scott D'Amore. They fired all these other executives. I don't know why. I can't be budget cuts. I really think TNA is pretty much might be merging with NXT or WWE overall merging with WWE. So I think the entire roster of the men and women are gonna merge with NXT. And NXT's gonna have a mega roster. Moose and everybody else is gonna be merging with TNA. That's why we have the TNA partnership for as long as we have it. But anyway, we got that. But anyway, Ariel Schneider? No. Was the Senior Vice President of Content, Distribution, and Marketing at Anthem Sports. Rob Klingman was the Chief Revenue Officer of Anthem Sports, and Michael Shuchenko was the Vice President of Digital Operations. Wow. And there's even more. Mike Johnson, the PW Insider. Yes, see people? I am not reading from Wikipedia. I read from the source, and I cite the source. Unlike certain people I know. That doesn't even say anything and doesn't put the fucking link in it. At least I put the link once in a while in my fucking videos. I'm just saying. But that's another story for another time. So Mike Johnson of PW Insider confirmed the news. He writes that TNA President Carlos Silva, you fucking moron, issued a memo to Anthem staff about the departures. Ariel Schneider was especially significant as... Oh, I thought it was a she. I'm sorry. I didn't read the copy properly. I'm sorry. My eyes are fucked up as it is. Anyway, so he was the executive producer of TNA and head of creative. And following his exit, Hunter Delirious Johnston, Delirious, of all people, Delirious? I didn't even know he was in TNA. I thought he was still with AEW. Ring of Honor. But, yeah, he went through fucking, Oh, he's still there, I'm sorry. I thought I was reading it now. Delirious is now head of creative. Oh, that should be fun. So just don't ring the bell, he'll just go nuts. Pizza Beach. And if you don't know, Hunter Delirious Johnston, guess who he's married to? Mandy Leone, you lucky bastard. The hot chick from Coney Island, Brooklyn. She knows me pretty well. Not that well, but... I met her a few times. We actually talked about, once I got, I met her, say, hey, I'm from Brooklyn too! Brooklyn! She goes, what part? It's like, well, I can't say it on this video, but she knows. I am from Brooklyn. And as we all know, people from Brooklyn are winners. But that's another story for another time. Alright, so Delirious is now head of creative. Tommy Dreamer, the old fart, remains on the creative team as well. So that's why most of the storylines are pretty, pretty good. Not great, but it is what it is. So, yeah. So Mike Johnson also writes that Tommy Dreamer will now be, heading up the talent relations side of things, so that should be fun for him. And furthermore, it was announced that Karen Clavette, Romy Glazer, and Sebastian Destrani, oh yeah, sorry, I read the copy wrong. Romy Glazer, Sebastian Destrani, Raphael Morphy, who was involved with live events, will also be moving on as well, so they got fired too. And then, Carlos Silva announced that they would welcome in David Clevenger as the new Senior Vice President of Digital, coming up in a few weeks in April. And Nicole Rasheen, I hope I'm saying that right, started as the new Senior Vice President of Sales this month. So they basically kicked out everybody else to bring in new people. Who the fuck are these people? So like I said, TNA was on a firing spree, just out with the old, in with the new. Except for people like Tommy Dreamer and Delirious. But they get rid of Gail Kim? So who's gonna run the Knockouts division? Don't say Ariana Grace, because she's just the NXT ambassador. It's just a storyline. I mean, if that's legit true, I don't know, but we all know Santino, you son of a gun, is the authority figure. He's like I would say the GM, but like the commissioner, director of authority, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, why TNA? Why, and Carlos Silva? Why the fuck would you get rid of Gail Kim? Well, this is something we don't know. Like, they may be getting rid of Gail Kim, bringing in, someone like Mickie James. I mean, she was in TNA for a while, former 9-time, I believe it was 9-time, Knockouts champion, probably one of the longest, one of the best Knockouts next to Gail Kim and so many others. But, man, I am pissed off. Why would you why? So who's gonna be, who's gonna fill in for Gail Kim as co-head of talent relations? I guess for the women. I don't know if she did it for the men, but I assume the women. And, I don't understand that. Alright, so Gail Kim got fired from talent relations, and now Tommy Dreamer's taking over. I don't mean nothing bad to say about Tommy Dreamer, but I mean, if he's heading up talent relations, how's that gonna fit with the TNA Knockouts division? I mean, they released. If those idiots released Rosemary, I'm gonna flip my lid. And she better go to fucking AEW at this point. I know she'll never leave TNA because she's a diehard TNA knockout and everything, but man, if they ever did that to her, like they say, oh, we're not gonna renew your contract, so you're pretty much done, Courtney Rush. I would just say, you know what, Rosemary, go to AEW/Ring of Honor. You know where you can hang out with. If you can see that, her arch nemesis Abaddon, and then find Su Yung and Jessica Havoc gonna have a big old prophecy, if you know what I mean. All we gotta get is a few more people. Not a few more. All we gotta do is call up, the Sinister Minister, and then we're set. We got the prophecy all together in AEW. But then again, who knows? Su Young's doing the indies. Jessica Havoc is doing Twitch right now. I don't know if she wrestles on the indies anymore, but... And, James Mitchell is here and there, doing conventions and other things. I met the guy, too. I mentioned the prophecy, and it's like Rosemary, it's like it's like I mentioned it to Rosemary. I didn't mention it. I mentioned it to James Mitchell. And James Mitchell's like, yeah, I know a prophecy or two. Different prophecies, of course, but But yeah, he's a good man. That guy. That's a great guy. One of my former pit bases in the XWF. I used him as my former mentor. My former mentor was his pick base, by the way. I forgot his name. It's been so long since I've been in the XWF, I cracked up my fucking mentor's name, and I was tag team champions with the guy. Oh, it's coming to me now. Hold on. Not Max Lethal. That's another guy. It's Max, I forgot his last name. But yeah, his name is Max, and he was a legend in Japan. Like my character was 17-time deathmatch champion in Japan. Just saying. Now I was oh, Mike, what? I just want to say I was a deathmatch champion in Japan. Yeah, I know. You're great in Japan. You're a god in Japan. You even killed that other Japanese guy. That, I won't say his name. Now, you better not, Joseph. Yeah, I won't say his name, Mike. I'm sorry. Okay, you want to say goodbye? Bye! Okay. So, he had to come in, I'm sorry. So sometimes when I mention deathmatch wrestling, he has to come in, I'm sorry. Because he's a god in deathmatch wrestling in Japan. Japan #1, as we all know, Terry. Alright, got that. But, yeah. So that's that. But, like I said, Carlos Silva and TNA Wrestling, what the fuck? Why would you get rid of Gail Kim? It's probably one of the most stupid things you could do. And then bringing in Hogan and Bischoff for those horrible years that they were there, almost killed the company. If it wasn't for, Dick Cicada and her good friend, Mr. Billy Corgan, we wouldn't be talking about TNA anymore. If it wasn't for Anthem Sports saving TNA after Billy Corgan was kind of running out of money, there'd be no TNA right now. They want to got their deal with Access TV. There is talks about them getting a major TV deal by the end of the year. If that's true or not. TNA's still the little engine that could 23 years later. Can't believe they've been around for 23 years. They had some great years. They had some really bad years. And then they're kind of on they're on the resurgence tour right now. But they want Access TV, which I think is not great for them, but now they're partnering with NXT. And I think it's been pretty damn good for the last couple months. I think it's been going on for, almost 6 months? Or so? The TNA NXT partnership's been around for 6 months, I think, somewhere around there. Good stuff, man. We had dream matches with Moose and Femi, the Hula. We had that, we had the Hardys and Fraxium. Jody Grace comes over. Masha was on NXT. Alex Hammerstone was on NXT. Rosemary was on NXT, but didn't get treated well. Only one stinking win. It was a tag team match with Wendy Choo Choo, who's now in Evolve. And Stevie Turner, remember her? She's now the GM of Evolve. Timothy Thatcher was on Evolve last night, so he's back. Technically, Tyler Bates going to be coming back off his horrible leg injury. He's going to be coming back to the main roster pretty soon. I don't know what's going on with Ilya Dragunov. I know he had a really bad leg injury. I don't know if he's coming back at all this year. I miss the guy. We were rarely like, whatever happened to Ilya Dragunov? He's just hanging out in wherever he lives with his wife and kids, nursing that leg and trying to get back in shape so he can get medically cleared to come back. A lot of people that we tend to forget. They're like, oh yeah, I forgot about him or her. But let me move on. All right. So Gail Kim responded to her firing today, actually, on her Instagram page, thanking everyone for the support, and I'm taking this from CageSideSeats.com, by the way, sticking up for the Knockouts division and saying this is not the end of her career in pro wrestling, so can we see her in AEW? I mean, if the price is right for with Tony Khan. I don't know if she's going to wrestle again. I mean, she can wrestle again. She looked great. So, I mean, never say never to her wrestling career. But as far as maybe doing something with, in backstage in AEW with the women, I'd go for that. Or Ring of Honor, too. And then she could just come back to WWE. And then maybe, just maybe, Paul Levesque will finally listen to me and put Gail Kim in the Hall of Fame. Then you gotta put in Mickie James, you gotta put in Victoria, and you gotta put in Melina. All in succession. There, Paul. Succession. Don't put Steph in before them. Put Steph in a little bit later. Sorry, Steph, but still. We move on with that. So anyway, she also advocates for more women in leadership roles. That's nice. Alright, so we got that. Alright, so I'm going to read from her Instagram page, Gail Kim, It's Me, on Instagram. Follow her and tell her I told you so. So maybe she can follow me, but she'll thank me later. Not like that. Back then, yes. Now, she still looks great, but she's married to Robert Irvin. But I digress. Anyway, so she says, and I quote, "Just wanted to say thank you to the fans, friends, and especially my peers for all the support you have given me over the last few days. I've received such an enormous amount of love, and it really has helped process this change for me. More than anything, I'm grateful for all the years and opportunities I was given to help build something I always dreamed of. The Knockouts division is and will always be my heart and all the women who are a part of it. Thanks to the incredibly hardworking and passionate TNA talent and crew that I've had the pleasure of working with. It's not the end. This will not end my passion or my love for wrestling, and this is not the end of Gail Kim in the wrestling business. You don't put in 17 years in one company and stop when you're this passionate." Wow, she's been in TNA for like 17 years. Interesting. I look forward to sharing my journey, and I'm taking some time for myself, prepare for what's ahead. Looking forward to the future. So, that's pretty much it. Stephanie DeLander and other women who have worked or wrestled Gail Kim have come to her side saying, good luck in your future endeavors, stuff like that. and, kind of giving shots to TNA. It's like, hey, what did you do that for, you fucking morons? So yeah, so we have that. So TNA, you done fucked up. And now, I don't know what's going to happen with the Knockouts division. I mean, firing Gail Kim has to be the most stupidest thing they could have done. And I don't know who takes over at this point. I'm not saying Tommy Dreamer takes over for the Knockouts division, but they don't have like a leader like Gail Kim was. She's there, everybody's like, yeah, Gail Kim, how you doing? They looked up to her, they asked her for advice, stuff like that. She's always a great person to be around in the TNA locker room. And backstage, she was a doll. And now, all those hard-working women in the Knockouts division, they don't have anybody to look up to. What are you going to look up to? Tessa Blanchard? Pfft. I mean, they need, somebody like Taryn Terrell. I dare say somebody like Angelina Love or Velvet Sky goes down there to be like a mentor to the Knockouts. I would say Awesome Kong, but I don't know if she would. I mean, she would probably like it, but I don't know if she wants to do it. Wait, that sounded wrong. But if she wants to be like an ambassador, somebody not so much Gail Kim's position, be like a, just go down there and be like a, I wouldn't say coach, but, somebody to look up to, because, Awesome Kong's been there, was there for years, former champion. Hey, bring in cheerleader Melissa, why not? Bring in, what's her name, Rashida Saeed. Why not? But, yeah, they need, and, the knockouts that are there, like Zaya Brookside, Dana Brooke, Heather Reckless, even Rosemary herself. So I think she's the long-term veteran there now. My girl Danny Luna, Jody Dredd, Savannah Evans. I don't know if she's still there. Giselle Shaw. Who else am I thinking of? Tasha Steeles, Alicia Edwards. So many good fucking women still in that Knockouts division. And we got the Knockouts champions Masha. We got Tessa Blanchard. She's gonna win that title back probably by I almost said SummerSlam. Slammiversary, most likely. But we got a lot of women on that roster. Great women that can have good matches with people in NXT. Or maybe on the main roster. But, we'll have to see what happens with that. But, so, Gail Kim, never say never, coming back. Paige is coming back, possibly to WWE. She did say she would love, she would love to come back. There's no hard feelings with her, so they would love to have her back, because her AEW contract expired. So, you see Paige going back, possibly maybe teaming up, or fighting Mommy Rhea Ripley. She said that's one of her dream matches, actually, so that could be happening. We'll see. So we'll see what happens with Gail Kim and her, where she goes. And that's, pretty much it. And, that's that. A couple quickie notes before I end shop here. If you didn't watch TNA tonight, big, huge TNA Rebellion pay-per-view, announcement coming up. I think Rebellion is in May. So I know Unbreakable is coming up WrestleMania weekend, but then right after that, we're going to Rebellion. It's going to be an Ultimate X match for the tag team titles. Wow. The Hardy Boys versus Nick and Ryan Nemeth in Ultimate X. Woo! That is going to be a banger when we hit Rebellion. So, we got that. We got... Ooh! Chavito! You know, in action tonight. He was in a 6-man tag team match. With Flop Dollar, Casey Navarro, and I forget who, on Impact tonight. Pretty good. He still got it, that guy. You know, Chavo was like, what, 40, 50 years old. Looks like a cruiserweight. Like in his 20s. What do you think about that, Eddie? Eddie? What? What is it? Oh, I was talking about your Chavito. What about Chavito? He's a gringo. Oh, whoa. Easy. You know, he still got it, you know, even though you're not around, you know. Yeah, but I beat his ass anyway. I always did. Back when we were kids, I used to kick his ass, you know, on the playground, you know, we were fighting in the ring. I beat his ass, even on SmackDown, you remember that, pero. I do. You beat his ass. A lot. Yeah, it's good to see Calvo. So that's that. Hit the Three Amigos on AJFL people. AJ Francis. Wow. Not that he's gonna be part of TNA. I think he's like just doing the tapings and that's it. Blah 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 blah. Alright, so we have that. Like I said, the Ultimate X match for the tag team titles. The Nemeth brothers versus the Hardy Boys, Jeff and Matt. That should be fun. Also, was reported today that Evolution, remember that? The all-women's pay-per-view? That was a big success a couple years ago? Well, that's coming back. Possibly, well, it is coming back. No date as of yet, but they are targeting July the 5th. Which I believe is the week before All In. That's a Saturday night. And I think they're doing it in Connecticut. In Bridgeport, Connecticut, I think. So it's home base, basically. So that could be a very good pay-per-view. Because they got a big roster. And they can add people from TNA to the show. We can see some good dream matches. You know, maybe they bring down people from the main roster, like Mommy Rhea Ripley, maybe Bianca Belair, maybe Tiffany Stratton, Daddy, you know, Charlotte Flair maybe come down, EO, and maybe if they come back by then, we'll see the return of Kairi Sane and Asuka, Roxanne Perez, Jordan Grace. It's going to be a great pay-per-view. Depending on what the matches would be. I mean, because I think Evolution 1 wasn't bad. I think it came out great. And there was talk of Evolution 2. But I was like, we don't want to do it. And then there was, you know, over the last year or so, there's been more hype. Like, Evolution's coming back. Let's go. When? Now we know. Possibly July the 5th in Bridgeport, Connecticut. But we'll see what happens between now and July. Whether it happens or not. I think it will happen, but they just haven't hammered down a date. But one of the dates is July the 5th. So right after we settled those fireworks, we got more for Evolution. Evolution. So we got that. And no, it is not the group formed by Triple H, Ric Flair, Batista, and Randy Orton, and the great song by Lemmy. What's that, Lemmy? What? Evolution is the mystery. Ace of Spades got a wart in my face. Alright. Okay. Thank you, Lemmy. Lemmy Kilmister, ladies and gentlemen. The legend that he is. Has the same birthday as me. You gotta love it. Me, Lemmy, and Jesus Christ the Lord. Same birthday. I'm gifted. I love me. Alright, we got that. And also, finally, I want to bring this up. I might do a video, separate video about this, but, you know, just to preview Kamala! Oh, Kamala! The Ugandan giant, Kamala, one step closer to joining the Hall of Fame. You know, rest in peace, Kamala. So, he might be the next inductee to the Hall of Fame. I don't even know who would induct him at this point. Maybe The Rock. Who knows? But yeah, I would love Kamala to be in the Hall of Fame. But sadly, I mean, he doesn't have... Well, I don't know if Kimchi's still alive. Who was it? I think he had like a few managers. I think he had, I know Kimchi. I think Mr. Fuji was his manager briefly, back in the day. He was always scared of the Undertaker. Oh, Kamala! My Undertaker's putting the final touches on your coffin! Oh, yes! And that match was... I think the first ever casket match. It was crazy. He was more scared of the Undertaker than Yokozuna. And Yokozuna beat the Undertaker at his own game. Ugh. That epic Royal Rumble where Yokozuna beat the Undertaker, and then the Undertaker pretty much rose from the fucking coffin and then was gone, basically gone. The spirit of the Undertaker. You know, then we see him rise to the rafters, basically, was Marty Jannetty. Marty Jannetty dressed up as the Undertaker, rising to the rafters. It was just... Marty Jannetty? I don't know, man. And then that led to... We all remember SummerSlam, when Taker was, like, missing, and then they bring in fake Taker, which I think was Brian Adams? Brian Lee. Primetime Brian Lee, mind you. And then he was the fake Undertaker, and then we see all these things leading up to SummerSlam, where we see Paul Bearer come back, and we saw Taker versus Taker, which wasn't a great match, mind you. Then we see all those, like, late great Leslie Nielsen playing, you know, Naked Gun, trying to find the Undertaker, and that ever popular pizza. What was that? Pizza. No. Undertaker is delivering a pizza to Leslie Nielsen. Pizza. Leave it out the door. You know. Good shit, man. Good shit. But yeah, Kamala possibly going to the Hall of Fame. But hopefully we'll get more news about that maybe this weekend or in the coming weeks before we hit the Hall of Fame. I think we've got one or two more people to round out the class of 2025. Because we already got Michelle McCool, Hunter, Triple H. We got the Natural Disasters, Earthquake and Typhoon. And we got Flexi Lexi Luger. So really... I think we need one or two more. So, Kamala might be one that might round out, and I think we need the Warrior War, which might go to I think the Warrior War should go to DDP for helping get Lex Luger back on his feet. Just saying. Doesn't need that wheelchair anymore. He can get out that wheelchair. So, that's pretty much it. I did read something about why Miss Elizabeth won't go in because her family hates, you know, what happened to her thanks to Lex Luger. Now he's going in the Hall of Fame. Like, so, another one of those. We all know about Owen Hart. And never going to go in because of, you know, Martha Hart just doesn't want him to go in. There's another one on that list. I forgot who it was. I think the family said they'll never get in. I forgot who it was. I have to look that up. But yeah, so we got that. So if you probably Chris Benoit's family don't want him in either. But WWE would never put him in anyway for killing Nancy and Daniel Benoit. He doesn't even deserve it. Wrestling wise, yes, but as a man, no. He deserves to be burning in hell for what he did to those two innocent people. Because his mind was mush. And pretty much after Eddie died, Chris pretty much was right after him. And Eddie he was good friends with Chris. I don't even, if Eddie was alive today, Eddie, what do you think about, your good buddy Chris Benoit? If you guys were alive today, you'd still be, fighting together and all that shit? Well, probably, I say, me and Chris were great friends, good matches, I say. I loved when he won the world title, and I was the world champion too at WrestleMania 20. I was there, by the way. Oh, I know, I saw you. Oh, thank you. Anyway. Yeah, do you think, Chris should be in the Hall of Fame? You should be, you're in the Hall of Fame. I know, but him, I don't know, I say, killing your family, I wouldn't condone that, I say, pero, I know. Yeah, so, I don't think we'll ever get Chris Benoit in the Hall of Fame. I don't even think he deserves it. But like I said, wrestling-wise, yes. Technically, probably one of the best wrestlers next to Owen Hart. Technical wrestlers. But as a man, he can go burn in hell, like I said. But we move on with that. Alright, anyway. Alright, so that's my video. I am out of here. I'm gonna go record my NXT review. We'll talk about Raw early tomorrow. Actually, yeah, I got some, you know what? I'll record my NXT review, go to bed, wake up, and hope, if I have some time, I'll do the Raw review, because I, do have to work, I have a half day of work, and then before I actually go out, I can record a little bit of my Raw review before we hit, SmackDown tomorrow, which is taped, obviously, from London. Should be some good shit tomorrow. On SmackDown, we got Braun Strowman going after Eli Drake. That's an insult. That's a fact of life. I think that's tomorrow for the U.S. title. We got the Yes Boys. Elton Prince, as always, Elton Strong. And Kit Wilson in their hometown going after the SmackDown Tag Team titles against the Dark Profits, Angelo Dawkins, and Montez Ford. We got that tomorrow. And a whole lot more on SmackDown tomorrow from the O2 Arena in Jolly Old England, love. And I think that starts at 4 p.m. I think it's 4. Let me check the start time for SmackDown tomorrow. I believe it's 4 o'clock. Let's see here. We know 8 o'clock. I think it starts at 3. If you're gonna watch it on the VPN, we don't want to get the spoilers beforehand. At 7 p.m. Global Mountain Time, I think that's, in England. Yeah, it should be like 2 o'clock. Then, let's see here. Okay. Canada will show the broadcast live at 3 p.m. And fans in the UK and Ireland can watch it at 8 on Netflix. Of course, same here in the US. But if you want to see it on Netflix, I'm still trying to find it. I want to see here. Like I said, I think it's going to be at 3 p.m. because that's when it's going to be live in London. So 3 p.m. start for SmackDown. If you want to watch it and do your watch-alongs, I don't know if Issa's going to be doing it because of sadly what happened with her dog Roman. Got prayers to the big, well, not the big dog, but her big dog, the tribal pup. Prayers to Roman getting better, hopefully, and because you never want to hear bad things about your dog or your pet, and Issa loves her dog more than she loves Roman Reigns, so prayers to Issa and little Roman, and hopefully he gets better. He keeps getting better day by day, and that's pretty much it for that. So the tribal pup, I acknowledge you, and hope you get better, sir. Sir. Woo woo. So get that. All right. Mucho amor to the tribal pup, and that's that. All right, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Leave me your thoughts about Gail Kim getting fired by TNA. And a couple of, you want to talk about, a little bit about Kamala possibly going into the Hall of Fame. I'll do a video maybe tomorrow, this weekend, about that. I'll put the question mark on that because it's not official yet. But if it does become official, I will do a proper video for that. So it's kind of like a preview-ish video. Because I did do a video about the natural disasters getting into the Hall of Fame, but it wasn't official yet. But it was made official this past week. So we got that. So we'll see what happens with that. Any talk about Evolution coming up in July? And we'll talk about TNA Ring of Honor tomorrow afternoon. We'll talk more about that Ultimate X Tag Team title match at Rebellion with the Nemeth Brothers and the Hardy Boys. That's gonna be epic. We might see a title change. We may or may not. Who's gonna... not many tag teams in TNA. And, you look on the NXT roster, who can match up with the Hardys besides Fraxium and, how that ended, And Fraxium, who knows who they gonna lose to at this point. Probably be, knowing WWE, they'll probably give it a Hank and Spank. Those idiots. But it should be somebody worthy of winning the tag team titles. But I think Matt Hardy said in an interview that he wouldn't mind having the tag team titles, the TNA tag titles, be won by NXT tag team. Well, can't be Fraxium now, you beat them. But, we'll see what happens with that. So, if anybody does win the TNA tag team titles, probably be Ryan and Dolph Ziggler, so at Rebellion and coming up in, I believe that's May. I know Slammiversary is in July. That's gonna be, I believe July the 26th. That's gonna be at the new Nassau Mausoleum in Long Island. I am not going to that. I wish I was, but I'm not. It's kind of hard to get there and back via train. But we'll see what happens with that. SummerSlam, as we all know, is in August. 2-night event. That should be fun for you people that live around the New York, New Jersey, Connecticut area, Philadelphia area too. Come up. So just get out of there quick. Get to if you're taking New Jersey Transit, going from New York City. You better get out of MetLife Stadium. As soon as the pay-per-view ends, which should be ending about, I would think it's going to end at 10, maybe 11-ish. But like I said, if you're taking New Jersey Transit, if the pay-per-view ends at 11, you're okay. You should be okay because buses and the buses and trains, they pretty much go right there to MetLife Stadium. And then takes you right to New York City. You should be okay. But, unlike WrestleMania 35, people, that ended like at 1 o'clock. people that were taking the New Jersey Transit train or bus are like, fucked. I'm like, how are we gonna get home? Oh, take a cab. Oh, we're gonna call a cab at 1:30 in the morning. I mean, who knew if Uber was around back? I think Uber was around back then, or Lyft. You know, I'm like, call an Uber. So if you get stuck in Jersey, can't get home, call an Uber. I know if it costs like $100-something to get back to New York City. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. If you have the money for it. If not, pretty much I would call Uber and try to get, call it Uber, go to the nearest hotel, stay the night, and then worry about getting home the next day. Just get up early in the morning and probably have to call another Uber to go to the train station. Just to get on the New Jersey Transit train back to New York City and go home. Fortunately, thankfully, I don't have that problem. I mean, if I go to MetLife, I would just go with friends that have a car, so. I'm not going to go there by myself with the New Jersey Transit train. Hell no. Hell no. I didn't do that. Back in my day, when my brother from another mother, you great sexy man up there. We'd pass, every time I go to his house in Jersey, when he used to live in Jersey, we'd go past MetLife Stadium, so, if I ever get lost, if I ever needed a place to crash, I'm like, hey, bro, I need you to come to MetLife Stadium, pick me up. I gotta crash at your house for a couple of days. He'd be there in 10 minutes. Oh, so I'm paraphrasing. Exaggerating and not paraphrasing. Exaggerating. Because he lived about, 30 minutes to an hour away from MetLife Stadium anyway, so if I needed a place to crash, right there. All you had to do is either call him up and say, hey, can you come over? Why not? Yeah, sure. Click. But most of the time when I went to Giant Stadium / MetLife, I just go by car. Whether it be, I went to a Jet game, a preseason Jet game with my dad and one of my godfather, and not that godfather, I wish though, but yeah, I went with my cousin and his dad and my dad to see the Jets and the Browns when Bill Parcells, Tuna was the coach. Back then it was 97, 98. VIP seats, mind you, too. And then, I never went to another game at MetLife. Never been around in there. I've been around there, been passed through there, but never went there. But if I did go to SummerSlam this year, I would probably go with friends. I wouldn't go alone. So by myself, I wouldn't go by myself just to get on the freaking New Jersey Transit train, and then figure out a way to go on the train with all the other people taking the train. It's like, hey, what are you guys doing here? Hopefully we don't get stuck. We're screwed. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. Alright, I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'm about to lose my voice. Hopefully I still have a voice for my NXT review coming up in a little bit, right on my Peter Joseph channel, so check that out. And to end your getting close to late Thursday night, or by the time you watch all these two videos coming your way, it'll be Friday. So, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Something for the weekend. So we got that. So SmackDown tomorrow. We'll talk about SmackDown tomorrow night, or maybe Saturday. Sometimes Saturday. Cause it's 80 degrees. Go for a nice walk in the park. Go to the beach. Well, the beach is not open, but go around the beach on the boardwalk. You know, hang out in, Coney Island, maybe? Hang out in the city? I'm gonna do something Saturday. Maybe Friday night, too. Maybe tomorrow night I might hang out in the city with the missus, but, I mean, we'll see. Depends on what my friends are doing. I gotta see what they're doing. Or we hang out in the city, go to the nightclub and come home. Because we always have fun. We boogie! When we go to the nightclubs and the bars. We don't have to... Well, we go to the bars, it's, crazy enough because, who's... Sorry. We just have fun. We watch SmackDown. Now we can watch the Mets. Yeah, but the Mets are on Apple TV tomorrow, so can't even watch the Mets tomorrow. Watch the Yankees. Watch some baseball, whatever baseball games are on the telly, or the Rangers, or the Knicks. Anyone who wants to watch the Knicks. Whatever's happening on Friday night on your television screen. Maybe I think the NCAA tournament's still going on. Almost getting near the end too. So we'll see what happens with all that. Alright, I am really getting out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave me your thoughts and opinions down below. And, that's it. So another epic fucking rant by me, the king, the god of ranting. Because there's nobody better than me, and there never will be. So, you think you can try? Pfft. Be my guest, but you won't. But I digress. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Peace, motherfuckers!